the third game of the preliminary round for the USA. They're 2-0 so far, have won both games, haven't looked the best in the wins, and now they're without Cole Hudson tonight.
Yeah, that's most importantly, we're glad that he's okay. I was in touch with some of the family members. Luckily and fortunately, he's okay. That's the most important thing. But to your point about Team USA not establishing their A game, they're still 2-0. And sometimes as a team, you've got to find different ways to win. You can't always win games when you're on your A game. So that's a good sign for me with Team USA. They've manufactured the 2 wins to this point.
Stiffest test to date in Slovakia, though. What is the challenge for Team USA here tonight?
Slovakia and Czech are always very similar. Slovakia not necessarily as deep, but they're very competitive. Their players will fight tooth and nail. They're not going to concede any space or time. So for Team USA, execution is very key. They can't take for granted that they're on home ice, and they need to stay out of the penalty box. Dictate the play. Very, very important for them.
All right, we are just about 30 seconds away from getting you out to St. Paul. E.J. Raddick, Tony Granato going to be on the call. Grand Casino Arena in St. Paul, Minnesota. This is the first time since 2018 that the U.S. is hosting a tournament. USA, of course, back-to-back gold medal winners looking for a three-peat. Not going to be easy, but off to a decent start in terms of wins and losses so far. He is Kevin Weeks. I'm Steve Gelbs. Let's get you back out live. We'll see you during the intermissions.
And number 74, Brody Ziemer.
Welcome into the Grand Casino Arena here in St. Paul, Minnesota. Team USA, their third game of the 2026 World Junior Championships as they take on Team Slovakia. Here are the officials for tonight's game. The referees from Switzerland and Austria, the linesmen from Canada and Finland. In goal for Team USA, making his second start of the tournament, Caleb Heil. He got the win over Team Germany in game number 1. You see the numbers there. And at the other end of the rink, it'll be Mikhail Prado getting the start for Slovakia, and a draft pick of the Detroit Red Wings back in 2025. Here you see Team USA's head coach, Bob Motzko, getting ready, Tony.
Yeah, and he looks ready. We had a good chat with him before the game. He feels good about tonight's game.
And there's Peter Freihoff, who is the bench boss for Team Slovakia. So, should be a good one today. Slovakia 1-1 in the tournament.
Just wait. Fucking ready, boys. Wait.
Wait.
Sticks.
Here we go.
Wait. Hard to tell young guys like that eager to play in front of a big crowd like this to wait, but we get a good draw and we're underway. Thanks for taking the time to join us wherever you may be watching tonight across the United States here on the NHL Network. Team USA looking to make it 3 straight wins in the tournament. They go D to D. Across, good chance there for Stiga, but that puck jumped over the net. Hagens back to Stiga. Hagens spinning away. Hagens throws it in front, just misses Ziemer. Reed with it now, Chase Reed looking for a lane. Team USA with a good start to this one so far. Hagens up high, his shot goes wide of the mark and just cleared but not out. Nice play by Osborne to keep it in. Here's Ziemer with it now. Ziemer throws it through but misses the mark and it goes all the way out of the zone. Good first minute, Tony.
Yeah, great first minute. That's exactly what Coach Motzko was hoping that line would do. Get the puck in the offensive zone, make them play in their D zone. They did that for a full minute.
Puck batted down at the blue line, and Team Slovakia looking to come out. And finally, Andres Fabush with it, and now he loses. Mooney, L.J. Mooney in the battle, joined there by Max Plant. Puck comes free. Plant on it. Cole Eisman in the mix, and now finally they go the other way. Polbazal for Team Slovakia. And now they come in offside. We get a whistle. So 90 seconds, Tony. A very good start for Team USA.
Yeah, USA got off to a great start, and it started with win a face-off, dump it in, and get to work. And you can see Hagens lying here as they cycle it down. Tries to pass out to Ziemer in front. And there's Chase Reed with the puck. He hangs on to it. They established that offensive zone presence. They had great movement support. Here's Stiga's one-timer that he just got underneath and went open over the net. But very good start for Team USA.
Americans fire it down. Goes all the way down. Riker Lee on it. tries to throw it to the front of the net, stopped by Prattle. And now the other way, it's Pitka. Gets it out of the zone. Tomka throws it in, and now we get a whistle. And we will get another icing, so it'll come all the way back into the Slovakia end.
There's the Group A meeting set ahead, 17th meeting ever. USA in the lead with 16 wins. You can see the goals for. All-time medals for Team USA, 16 to 2 for Slovakia, and those 7 gold with the back-to-back happening the last 2 years. Looking for their 3rd this year.
Here's Chase Reed with it up high. Horkoff throws it to the net, stopped in front. Picked up there by the Slovaks, and they try to get the puck out, and they eventually do. Chase Reed back for Team USA. Over to Osborne, to center. Osborne down the wing on the left side, throws it through. Knocked away by the Slovaks, and they come the other way. Good play in the neutral zone. Good read there by McMorrow. He gets knocked down, but Brendan Morrow, he's only got one speed. He's always going, Tony.
He is, and he's
Here's Spellacy with a shot, just misses the mark. Puck bounces around up high. Reed goes D to D to Osborne. Hagen's with it. Excuse me, Zellers. Puck comes up high. Reed with it. Throws it to the high slot area. Backhand pass. Spellacy on it. All Team USA in the first couple of minutes here. Here's Reed with a shot blocked. Gets back on it, another shot. And Prattle didn't know where it was, but it was under the pad and cleared out of the zone.
Yeah, what I was going to say, this line's back together. They had that great first game against Germany. Mix it up a little bit in the second game, and Spellacy's back with his 2 guys that he had so much success with, in Zellers and McMorrow in game 1. And there's a couple looks at Team USA as McMorrow and Zellers head off to the bench in a line change.
We like that line in game 1, Tony.
I love that line in game 1. And again, face-off wins are so important. It started this offensive zone. Horkoff flips one to the net, tipped by McKinney.
Now back live. Puck gets wired in around the wall. Hagens tries to get in on it. Slovakia trying to move the other way. Big defenseman, a shot potion there for the Slovaks. Puck deflects up to E.J. Emery. Kind of loses it and then just dumps it down in the corner. Ziemer, Hagens, back to Emery. D to D across. Here's a shot through traffic wide. Picked up on the left side, and Team Slovakia clears it out. Now down the wall, it's Dobrovic, but couldn't do much with it. Comes the other way, and here's Ziemer. Ziemer under some pressure turns it over there. Dangerous play as Straka was right on it. Now it's Ziemer in his own corner. Throws it back behind the net. And just wheeled all the way out of the zone. It goes all the way down. And we're going to get a whistle and an icing.
And as you said, Straka was in good hunt on the forecheck there. Good stick lift. You see him pick the puck up. Fortunately, E.J. Emery was in good position to neutralize that opportunity by Slovakia.
So face off the draw, quick shot. It got deflected to the corner. Servich tried to get one through. Now it comes back to the right point. Radovojevic got it across, shot to the net. Heil just eats it up. Get a little pushing and shoving in front.
What Team USA did very well there is when that puck did get back to the point, the defensemen, players down low, made sure they cleared out, didn't let any Slovak players get in front for any tips. As you see, very clear vision for Caleb Heil to see that puck and absorb it, get that whistle.
19-year-old Caleb Heil, Victoria, Minnesota native, Tampa Bay Lightning draft pick in 2025, 7th rounder. Playing in the USHL right now and committed to go to North Dakota next year. Puck goes behind the net. Picked up by big Adam Kleber. Throws it through, goes all the way back down. Radovojevic there. Throws it up the wall. And then just flipped out of the zone. Kleber is on it. Holds. then picked off in the neutral zone. Coming the other way here is Servich with a chance. Puck comes free. Turned over. The Slovaks try to attack again. There's a shot just wide of the mark there by Misiak. Puck goes behind the net. Taken and cleared out of the zone, and again goes all the way down. So Team Slovakia trying to push back a little bit, Tony.
Yeah, they did a nice job taking away passing options for Team USA. They try a cross-ice pass there. Good stick in the lane, causes the turnover, gets them an opportunity to get the puck to the net. Goes wide, and then the Team USA was forced into an icing a little bit later as Misiak walks in and tries to get a wrister through, doesn't get much wood on it.
Off the draw, won by Slovaks. Puck comes free. Bounce along, now picked up by Plant. He starts down the left side. Max Plant. Cross corner. Team USA will go for a change. Get some fresh bodies on the ice. Puck turned over. Riker Lee on it. Tries to dance around. Couldn't get by, but the puck still stays in the Slovakian end. Puck winds around. Lee with it. Throws it towards the net. Goes wide of the cage. Reed pinches down. Puck goes up the wall and past Osborne and goes down where Riker Lee will chase back down. Coming up on 6 minutes of play. Good start. So fans, you're looking to get your Team USA gear? Make sure you check out shopusa.com and you can see all kinds of things, jerseys, hoodies, hats, everything. Something for everyone, so make sure to check it out. shopusa.com. All good stuff. Did Linda get her stuff she ordered for you yet?
She didn't let me know. She heard it from enough people that you told her to start shopping. So
now the puck gets deflected in and out of play. So we get an icing. Puck comes back. All right. So we will step away. Scoreless here in St. Paul. Team USA and Team Slovakia.
This telecast of the IIHF World
is Rob Hudson, father of Cole, standing behind Camille Bednarek Sr. and then Miriam Bednarek on the left of your screen. Their boys have played hockey together for about 10 years. The Bednarek family, both Camille Sr. and Miriam, born in Slovakia. This is a very emotional night for their family.
Thanks, JP, and certainly emotional in so many ways as that shot goes wide of the cage. Puck bounces around. And now finally knocked out of the zone by Horenko. Tomáš Horenko, keep an eye on him tonight. He had a hat trick in the last game for Slovakia. Out from behind the net, that shot is blocked. Puck goes back behind the cage. USA tries to clear, can't do it. Knocked down in front on that shot from the point. Heil was able to get a piece of it on the shot by Kalman. And now Team USA coming the other way. AJ Spellacy with it to center. Spellacy on the move, tries to go through, holding on, but knocked off the puck, and it ends up behind the net. Adam Kalman with it, slowing it down for Team Slovakia. Long stretch ahead. Picked up along the wall. Straka with a shot, goes wide on the short side. Now here comes Ziemer, and he just loses his balance there. He's trying to make three things happen at once, Tony, and just kind of lost an edge. Puck winds up the boards, kept in by Hensler. He takes a bump, and now cleared out of the zone, and Hensler will chase it back. Logan Hensler, another Badger, Tony.
Yep, got a couple of them on this team.
Of course, you starred at Wisconsin, and also the head coach there. And still live in Madison.
Still live in Madison.
That's right. He's like the mayor of Madison, I would imagine.
I would say that's not quite right, but
Maybe it's Linda.
it could
Is
be
Linda the mayor of
Yes,
Madison?
she's much closer to being the mayor than I am.
All right. There's Mishiak with a shot blocked down, loose in the slot, and then cleared out.
Looks like Slovakia is starting to settle into this game a little bit.
Puck knocked down. Plant throws it ahead. Mooney couldn't get to it. And now here comes Slovakia. Nice play there. A shot just wide on the short side. Taken there by Tomik. Long pass ahead for Team USA. Opens up. It's opening up a little bit. Here's Tomik again. Walking in. Drops it off. They score! Pitka getting the shot from the slot, and he buries it. Tobias Pitka playing college hockey at Northern Michigan, and he puts Slovakia on the board. They lead it 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that Team USA's done a little bit too much. They've tried to make these cross-ice passes, and when they do make a turnover and you're heading up the ice, it gives the other team a chance for transition. You can see that as Pitka takes that drop pass there. As 13 is Tomik. He makes a great drop pass, and Pitka, good release, and beats Caleb Heil on the blocker side. Slovakia jumps off to a 1-0 lead.
That's a great opportunity for Team Slovakia, walking right down the middle, and the captain, Pitka, is able to finish it. So Slovakia takes the 1-goal lead, and it's the first time Team USA has trailed in the tournament in the first 2+ games. So a little adversity comes knocking early. See how they deal with it. Slovakia coming the other way now. On the rush, Chapos in the corner. Big defenseman joining the rush, number 6. He loses the puck. Team USA the other way. Riker Lee down the right side. Throws it across. Kinney gets in on a chance in front, knocked away. Still bounces around in there, and Kinney had a chance, but just off the stick of Chapos. And now Coleman behind his net. Chapos under a little duress. Gets it across to Tomka. And now it comes the other way. And now we're going to get a penalty. It looks like it'll be on Team USA.
Team USA, number 38, minor penalty for holding.
So Kamil Bednarik off to the box. And Team Slovakia will get the first power play of the game.
Yeah, he tries to get inside position. It looks like he does, but when that ref sees that open hand come across the body there, a lot of times he will call that as an infraction for holding or interference. This case it was holding, but the good thing for Team USA, it's been very good on the PK 5 for 5, and they've created a lot of offense. They've had probably 6 scoring chances on their shorthanded.
They really have.
Chances so far in this tournament.
Slovakia has been dangerous in the first 2 games. 3 goals on 11 chances. There's a shot to the net that Heil turns aside. Slovakia getting to their set. Golier. There's a pass deflected. Nice play by McMorrow, and the puck comes all the way back as Pobazal tried to get that puck through.
And that's one thing USA has had a lot of success with, is being very aggressive in the zone, forcing those turnovers. Like that one there on the entry, well done.
Yeah, Mishiak made a misplay on that entry. So Slovakia will try again. Here's the slingshot back to Mishiak. Loses again. Good play by Plant. He's going to chase it down. Comes up with the puck. 1-on-2 in the wall, but Plant just driving and really doing some nice penalty killing, Tony.
Yeah, and they killed 2 great plays on the entries there as they stood up and made plays with good sticks like they're going to try to do right here.
Puck kept in. Going to get to the set. Horenko with it, back up high, gets it back. Horenko in the circle, throws and scores! Tomas Horenko scoring his 4th goal of the tournament And it's a power play goal for Team Slovakia, and they leap out to a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, and this time they did get an entry. It looked like Spelisi had that puck picked off and was going the other way, but once they get the set, it's pretty simple. Let's get to the dot. Hirenko's going to get this and attack, and once he gets inside the circle there, he's thinking shot. He's got a double screen. His player's right in front. You can see the screen that's set up in front by Straka, and then this wrister goes on the other side of Reed, so it's really hard for a goaltender to pick up a puck that goes through your defender's legs, and you got a body right in front of you. He doesn't pick it up until it's too late, and it's by him. And the Slovaks capitalize on the power play and take a 2-0 lead.
So Tomáš Hirenko, he has been on fire. He had the hat trick against Team Germany, a natural hat trick in that game, and he strikes here. 4th goal of the tournament, and Slovakia, after a really rough start to the game where Team USA had the puck in the zone for the first 2-3 minutes of the game, they've come back and settled into their game and now have a 2-0 lead, and Team USA is going to have to kind of find its way again, Tony.
Yeah, it is.
It's obviously very early.
It's very, and the one thing they did early in the game that kind of gave them a little bit of momentum was just simple. They gained center ice and they went to work on the forecheck. They got the pucks in deep, and it's not pretty, but it's effective.
Kalman shot, stopped by Heil, cleared out of the zone. Here's a break the other way. Here's Stiga. Stiga's in alone. Comes in and just misses the bar. Teddy Stiga with a clean breakaway. Now here's Riker Lee with it. He spins back, gets it up high. They go D to D. Emery throws it through, deflected to the corner. Lee with it, up high. There's Emery with a shot, deflects to the corner. And now Kalman comes out the other way and gets it ahead. So great opportunity for Teddy Stiga, the man who scored the golden goal last year in this tournament. Had a great chance, but couldn't score that time. Here's Lee with it now, throws it across. Chance goes wide of the net, bounces around. McKinney is on it. Tries to throw it up high. Emery comes down, but the puck is cleared out. Asher Barnett will have to retreat. Crowd getting into it, trying to get the U.S. team going here. Pass across, Lee with a shot, and he misses the net. And rings around the other way. Here comes Hovan now. Jan Hovan leaves it, but the puck turned over there. Osborne gets it out of the zone. It eludes McKinney. And the Slovaks regroup in their own end. 6:45 to play here in period number 1. Team Slovakia jumping out to a 2-0 lead. On the attack, it's Nemitz. Adam Nemitz. And now we get a whistle and a stoppage. So there's Nemitz, brother of Simon Nemitz, but Team Slovakia getting going early. They lead it 2-0.
This telecast of the IIHF World Junior Championship is presented by Elite Prospects, the gateway to hockey. Download the app now and track every detail of the World Junior Championships.
Ivar Stenberg. Who is this Swede? Oh, he might be the #1 draft pick this year, and he's breaking records in the SHL.
Follow his and many other careers through LiveScore. Download the Elite Prospects app now.
Tax withheld, added benefits, just gotta pay myself. Nice. Hi. I'm you, with more gusto. You look so relaxed. Things have been great. My hair's growing back. Yeah. Team's taking a new flow. Team? It's just me. Nope. We hired our first employee. Correction. Team of 4. Correction. Team of 7.
For a limited time, get 50% off your first 6 months at gusto.com.
Devils, Jets, January 11th, 2 Eastern on NHL Network Showcase.
We're taking a look at Team USA bench. They had a great chance as Teddy Stiga jumped on the ice on a change, gets a clear breakaway, and he was able to capitalize last year for the gold medal winning clincher. In overtime, this one he does a fake and tries to go blocker side. You can see Prudell, it stays with him and forces him to shoot it wide there. Another good look at it. What a great camera from down on ice level like that.
We get the best pictures here. Got a great crew and real commitment from everybody. So the winner is the viewer.
Absolutely.
We get some great pictures and we got a great crew working with us here. So Team USA is looking for a great comeback right now. They're down 2-0 early. And that Pradel, he's a big goalie. I mean, he's 6'5", and hard to deal with. Have to get some traffic. Now Team USA looking to come out. L.J. Mooney. But the puck just fired back in. Team Slovakia had a really competitive game with Team Sweden to start the tournament. Ended up on the short end of that one. And it bounced back to beat Team Germany 4-1. And now with the lead here early, that puck gets dumped into the U.S. zone. Osborne with it. Again, no Cole Hudson today. He is day-to-day after suffering a kind of a freak injury the other day. And they're hoping that he will be able to get back at some point. We saw him earlier today. He looked good, which is really good to see. So hopefully he'll be able to get back in the mix. Team USA right now, they need to get some shots. They haven't been credited with a shot on goal in some 10 minutes, despite the opportunities. Here's Kalman at the point. His shot gloved by Heil, and he'll hold on. So the shot from the point turned back. Team USA looking for some goal.
Big Willie.
For the USA Hockey National Team Development Program, Manone's younger son, Dakota Rayu Mullen, is not a goaltender. He is playing defense for Team USA. There's Manone playing for Hockey Canada. Of course, made history as the first woman to play major men's North American pro sports with the Tampa Bay Lightning. She actually played against Ellen Weinberg, now Ellen Hughes, in the 1992 Women's World Championships.
Oh, that's a good note. That's a good note. Ellen Hughes, now known as Ellen Hughes, but she was a really good player. And of course, Manon Rayon, we all know that she was a history maker.
She was a
game of hockey
for sure.
Here's a chance now. Fandon. Team Slovakia leading in shots right now. They've readjusted it. It says 7-3 on the board. Shots on goal totals here, they can change from time to time. Here's a good opportunity, and just might have hit the top or hit the crossbar there as Hagens came right down the middle with a good chance.
Yeah, best chance for Team USA so far in this game besides that breakaway from Stiga, and Hagens takes this on an entry. You see, enter with great speed as Kleber joins the rush. McKinney finds Hagens. He rips it over, just catches it. It was actually Ziemer made that pass and gets a good shot off and catches the iron and goes up and out of play.
So a good opportunity there, but can't cash in.
We talked about Manon Rayon, what a trailblazer she was. Goaltender that got to play professional hockey, got to play an exhibition game with the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yep. Against, I believe it was against the St. Louis Blues. And just amazing.
And she's working for the LA Kings
now, that's right. And just a terrific person when you get to spend time or be around her. Really just loves the game and got the two sons playing, so hoping for better times right in this game today as Team Slovakia has played well. And this is a young team. They've got 18 players that are 18 years of age or younger, and 18 were on the U18 team that gave the Team USA fits at the World Under-18s. It was a one-goal game, so
overtime, 4-3 victory for Team USA, but
so that, I think, Tony, you've been in these kind of situations, right? That's got to give them confidence on that bench. Hey, we've played against most of these guys. We know who they are.
Yeah, absolutely. And if we take a look, McKinney snaps one through a screen. I like the idea there for McKinney not trying to beat a guy. He gets inside the blue line, tries to shoot through a screen. Hopefully, if the goaltender saved it, it would kick the rebound out. But in that situation, Pradel scoops it up. A little bit more straight line hockey for USA right now and try to get that forecheck game going a little bit.
Long stretch ahead, a little too far. Team USA will regroup. Reed throws it through. Comes back the other way. Now the puck will be chased down. Nemec with it. There's a chance in the net. Knocked down. Marenko, every time he gets the puck, you got to be careful. 4 goals in the tournament, and here they come again. Puck drop for Nemec. Good stick there by Osborne. Plant comes back. He takes a hit. Winds it around. Here comes Mooney. L.J. Mooney to center. Crosses the blue line. Long pass across. Eiserman takes a look, fires. Stopped by Pradell and he'll hold on. Pradell playing with Tri-City in the USHL and playing pretty well. He's got 23 games he's played, Tony, but .916 save percentage.
Yeah, that's a good save percentage, and that's a good hockey league there. But you see Eiserman gets to a good position to rip it. See Pradell makes an easy save as he goes down and catches that one in the midsection.
And Pradell was part of Team Slovakia last year at the World Juniors, but he did not play in any of the games, so he's getting the opportunity this year and played very well against Team Germany. And doing the job so far, and he's got a 2-goal lead here late in period number 1. Puck goes down behind the net. Kalman gets it up the wing. Dubravik. He turns it over. Hensler back over to Kleber. Indirect pass up the wall. Zellers just kind of gave it away there as he tried to get it through to McMorrow. Zellers now behind the net, throws it through. That shot goes up off the glass. Big hit there on the wall as the puck gets flipped out of the zone. Now Hensler, he takes a bump. Kalman gets it back. Moved ahead. Good play there. As Hagens tried to make a play with it but couldn't end up with it, and we go back. Team USA will regroup and fire it in. Zellers dumps it in, gets a bump along the way. He goes to the bench a little bit slowly. Coming down the other side, it's Babush. Babush with the puck. He takes a bump. Mishiak is in there as well for Slovakia. Puck goes back to Emery. Good forechecking work right now here by Team Slovakia, pinning in the U.S. a little bit. Barnett skating over. Stiga drops it back to him, and then it's D to D to Emery. Emery winds it around. Hagens, he chips it ahead.
You mentioned it, E.G. already, but the confidence that the Slovaks are playing with now is totally different than the start of the game. To get that first goal, then they capitalize on a power play, and now they are on their toes and being real aggressive in all 3 zones.
Puck gets dumped down. Deflected up in the air into the neutral zone. Riker Lee gets it, dumps it back. Long pass ahead, just eludes Horkoff. He chases it down. Will Horkoff having a great year at the University of Michigan. Little misplay there. Comes the other way, and it's Hovan. He loses, and then it gets chipped into the zone where it'll be played by Heil behind the net. Under a minute to play here in period number 1. Slovakia with the 2-0 lead. Puck chipped the other way. Played off a skate. And now Team USA gets it out. But it just pinballs around in the neutral zone, and Osborne gets it over to Reed. Ahead to Lee. Lee down the right side. Spins back. Throws a backhander off the side of the cage. And now we get a whistle. 18 seconds left here in period number 1.
And this Riker Lee is very creative and gifted around the net. You can see on this play here as he drives wide, he's going to get the puck. Little stop, spin, backhand. Catches the goalie by surprise there and just missed beating him to the top side. His goaltender Pradell pulled off the post there a little bit, not expecting that quick spin backhand move, but Riker Lee is very gifted offensively with those hands around the net.
So face off at the USA blue line. Puck comes free, helmet comes off. Puck cleared back into the neutral zone. Lieber fires it in. Under 10 seconds to play here in the period. Up the wall and out to the neutral zone. Chipped back in. And now we get a whistle, as that puck might have gone out of play, and we get a little bit of a skirmish, but quickly separated. So 0.2 seconds left on the clock. I don't think much is going to happen there.
Spitka takes a run at Kleber there. Kind of gets him in numbers there. Big Adam Kleber.
He's a big boy.
Big boy, moves well. Playing the left side again tonight without Hudson in the lineup. Right-hander has to play on the left side. And then Adam Kleber is that guy.
And Pitka, he's a big guy too. 6'4", 220 as they drop the puck. And we get the horn for the end of period number 1. So, Tony, a tough period for Team USA, down 2-0.
Yeah, it was. It started great, and then they started getting a little bit fancy as far as trying to move some pucks through the neutral zone. One of the turnovers resulted in that.
Well, welcome back to St. Paul. Team Slovakia with a 2-0 lead after 1. Goals by Pitka and Horenko. Team USA looking to bounce back here in period number 2. Up in the booth, we've got the executive director of USA Hockey, Pat Kelleher, joining us. And Pat, an exciting time, the 50th anniversary of this tournament, and to have it right here in the state of hockey in Minnesota must be exciting. And I can tell you this, all the volunteers, and it takes so many of them, they've all been terrific.
Yeah, no, it's amazing, EJ. We're so thrilled to be here in the state of hockey, as you said. To have this 50th World Juniors is so special, and it's a unique opportunity. We don't get this tournament that often, to have it here. And again, the volunteers we have throughout the state of Minnesota love their hockey.
Yes,
the fans
they do.
love their hockey, and they're pouring in, and hopefully they can help us pump a few goals in here in the second period.
Yeah, and I love the crowd. I mean, I think you got to be happy with the energy that these people have brought. The USA chants were going already. As we watch this game now, you know your team well, and it's a lot of pressure on these guys with this three-peat thing out there for a long time. What do they got to do to get going here in this period?
You know, I think, again, I'm fortunately they're going to listen to Bob Motzko versus Pat Kelleher.
and the two broadcasters out here as well.
Get some pucks to the net. I'd love to see something going off a shin pad just to get this crowd really into the game and get more of those USA chants going that we love to hear.
Busy time of year, busy year in general for you guys with the Olympics and the Paralympics, and you got the Prospects game coming up. Obviously the World Juniors here. We're getting ready for period number 2, but probably a really, really busy time for USA Hockey.
There's a lot going on. As you guys know, this tournament is so special, but it's we'll have people here for a month, players, staff, all the way through over the holidays, so it's a real busy time. And yeah, at the same time, we head to Milan. Our women play their first game February 5th, so that comes up pretty quick. So it is, but it's an exciting time. The Olympics are so special, hosting World Juniors. You know, we'll have the Paralympics right after with our sled team. We have the women's U18s going on in January in Canada for our program there. So there's a lot of hockey. It's great times.
Yeah, in a general kind of update on where USA Hockey is, enrollment. Where's enrollment at?
We fortunately continue to grow every year. More and more players here in the state of hockey. We have the most registered players in the country. But kids are getting to the game. And I think last year you look at the NHL and the Four Nations and the boost that gave to our game across the board, and the excitement that our men's and women will bring to the Olympics. And, you know, just it's inspirational, right? Parents see this, they bring their kids to the rinks, and we have more kids playing, and hopefully someday some kids will be out here that get involved because they watched an Olympic game or one of these games.
Any thinking in terms of you know, the rink in Milan? And there's been a lot of discussion about that. What's the update?
You know, I've been to a few Olympics now, and the reality is there's always a lot of stories that go in, and there's a lot to get done to get ready for the Olympics, right? So I have faith. I believe we'll have rinks and be ready to go when we get over there for February 5th for the
Team
games.
USA number 18, minor penalty for interference.
Penalty on Team USA. Mooney in the box. Let's take a look, Tony.
We got to look at the Ziemer chance to start the period. Gets one off his skate, and you can see Stieg almost gets a tip on it. That was a good start for Team USA on the first shift, getting a scoring chance.
Team Slovakia 1-for-1 on the power play in this game. Big moment. Got to kill penalties, and Team USA's penalty killing has been excellent in the tournament. Sans that one earlier in the game. We'll see what happens here. Radovojevic back up the point. He fires one through, deflected just wide. Radovojevic with it again. Going to Boston College. First year there, 9 assists, plus 13 rating for the Eagles. Fires one through, blocked. And here we go the other way. McMorrow got help breaking to the net, deflect, and they score! AJ Spellacy on the deflection, a short-handed goal, and Team USA strikes to make it 2-1.
Well, this goal all starts with a big shot block in their own end, and they get on their horses quick as Spellacy beats his defender to the net. But there's the block right there. You see McMorrow, and as soon as he gets a hold of it, they take off. And these guys have created a lot shorthanded, and this one is a simple beat your guy to the net, redirect the puck through the tweeners there, and what a block. And then the awareness to recognize that I'm going to take this defender on and hope that Spellacy can beat his player up the ice. He does. Beautiful saucer pass over there, and Spellacy hands it into the net. And let's call that a big goal, Pat Kelleher.
Oh, we like seeing that. You guys might be stuck with me for a while.
If they keep playing like this, you can stay here all night.
We got the two analysts in the booth now. This is great. I like getting more. I need more, as much help as I can get.
I just
and
like
now
listening
Plant
to
is
Freebird.
down. Plant is down as play goes on. He is really shaken up. Play is continuing. Remember, Slovakia is still on the power play. Now the puck gets cleared, and Stiga came off the bench. Stiga's in alone, and he's shut down by Pradel.
Second breakaway for Teddy this game.
Wow. What a turn of events. We'll have to keep an eye on Max Plant, make sure he's okay. Puck goes to the corner behind the net. Pat Kelleher, you come in the booth, and we got action.
There's lots happening.
Here's more. Here comes McKinney. Down in the corner. Still 40 seconds on the power play for Slovakia, but Team USA is the team that gets on the board. And a much-needed goal. Now here's an opportunity right down the slot. And a really good opportunity there by Pozobal. Just fired it wide. Now the U.S. the other way. Here comes Ziemer. Brody Ziemer across to the middle. Osborne's shot off the glove. Bounces around in front. Ziemer on it. Throws it back to the cage, but it gets deflected. Slovakia is still on the power play, though you wouldn't know it, as Team USA has gotten some great chances, including a goal by Spellacy to cut this one to 2-1.
Both teams are playing at full strength.
So now the penalty is over. Another long stretch ahead. They try to hit Mooney out of the box. He chases it down. Mooney to the front. Tries to wrap it around. And oh, what a good play defensively there by Kalman. He got a stick on it as Mooney was almost able to tuck it in. Here's Mooney again. Fires, and it's going to be held on to by the goaltender, Pradel. Wow.
We got action. We got action. As we look at Plant on the bench, he looks like he's fine. And you can see this hit right here. As the Slovak player, Mishiak, steps up and bangs into him, you can see Spellacy.
McMorrow there.
And there's the breakaway by Stiga. He tries to go 5-hole, and there's the one that gets just deflected that LJ stays on. Look at this move, though. He's got him. And what a defensive play there by Kalman.
So
almost.
Pat, you're bringing the action here.
I love it. I love it. No, these guys are skating, and we feel so good about this team, and this is a hard tournament, so you're going to face some adversity, and I think these guys are responding pretty well right now.
And Pat, you're so right. I mean, I've been fortunate to be around maybe 14 or 15 of these tournaments over the many years. Adversity strikes. It's a short tournament. You have to be able to rebound.
Absolutely. No, and you know, we got great leadership in our coaches, some great leadership players that have been here before. You know, we have 8 guys that played on this team in this event last year, so hopefully they can help lead the way here.
That was a tough break. We had Trevor Connolly, who got hurt the pre-tournament games, and he would have been the 9th member. So hopefully, Trevor, if you're out there, I hope you're feeling better, and really wish you were here.
Yeah, we sure do. He's a ball player, for sure.
Yes, we do.
And there's Spellacy on the bench, Tony, and he's been good right from the get-go of this tournament.
He can skate. He's a big boy that moves, and you know, in the middle of the ice, he uses his wingers well. He doesn't try to do too much. He doesn't try to beat guys one-on-one. He goes straight north with it. If someone gets in his way, he runs him over.
There's a chance for Horkoff that deflected to the corner. Puck along the wall. There's McKinney. Taken away there. Lee got it to Horkoff. Up high. Reed shot through traffic, and that just misses the mark. So Team USA, little emotional swing here in this early second period, and they are pushing right now to get the tying goal.
Yeah, Pat, so since the Olympic roster is almost out there for us, how excited are you with what we got from the 4 nations last year? And obviously you have a great base of players. The lineup will probably be somewhat similar to what you had last year.
A great base of players that have a chip. they're coming to win that medal after what happened at the Four Nations at the end. It was a great event, great tournament until the very end, and we didn't win it. And all of our guys know that. And our management staff, Billy Guerin and his crew are here tonight at the game, and they've had their last decisions. They have to put their roster in by the 31st, and we're getting real close to that date.
Yes, we are, which brings more excitement on, because that Four Nation, even if you weren't a hockey fan and you just glanced at the TV and saw just 1 second of that, and you had to be glued to that. So again, great job by everybody that was part of that, and especially the players. Obviously, those guys, they showed that it wasn't an exhibition thing, and they weren't just going to go out there and kill time in a 4-game little series in the middle of the season. They buckled up and gave us everything they had.
They want to win, and they have a lot of pride.
Hagen's throwing that one through to Ziemer. A little bit more push in the step right now for Team USA in this second period. The shorthanded goal by Spellacy has cut the deficit to 1. And here's Ziemer with a chance. Stopped in front. Batted out of the zone, and Osborne will chase it back. Reed. Puck deflected in. Ziemer on the forecheck. Nice play there by Radovojevic to spin away. But there's Hagens on the puck, and he just fires it in. He'll go for a change. Stiga behind the net. Puck comes up high. Reed, backhand pass, kept in by Osborne. A bit of a dangerous play, but they made it work, and now it comes the other way. Puck wired in by Tomik. And now at the center, we get a whistle. And you know, Pat, while we got you here, perfect timing. The top American players eligible for this June's NHL draft will face off in the Chipotle All-American game on Thursday, January the 15th at USA Hockey Arena in the Detroit suburb of Plymouth, Michigan. Face-off at 7 p.m. Tickets available by visiting usahockeyarena.com or in person at the box office. Don't miss this unique opportunity to see the future stars of the NHL January the 15th at USA Hockey Arena in Plymouth. Game will be televised right here on the NHL Network. Always a fun event, Pat.
It's a great event, and it's our best players, a lot of our NTDP guys, and then the USHL, incredible league for junior hockey. See the stars of tomorrow. The kids are going to be drafted, and many that'll play in our U18 World Championship in the spring.
Most of these guys that are out here tonight, I saw them. I mentioned the other day. I think James Hagens played in that game at 15 or 16.
Feels like it, right?
Yeah. So
Riker Lee, I think, was an MVP one year.
Yep.
So, oh yeah, these guys have experience.
Puck through the neutral zone, picked up by Eiserman. Comes free, and now chipped back towards the USA cage. Ray O'Mullen will reverse it. A little bit of a miscommunication now. Here's a chance now for Team Slovakia, and now we get a whistle. So with that, we will take a break. Pat, thanks so much for the time. Really appreciate it. Let's go USA here.
My pleasure. I believe it, EJ. Thank you.
Thank you, Pat.
Thanks, Tony.
Slovakia, minor penalty. Too many players on the ice.
Yeah, and that's why they had too many players on the ice. They're zipping it around. They're like, there's nobody covering that guy. Well, there's nobody covering that guy. Well, that's why they had 6 players on the ice. Because of that, the USA gets an opportunity to tie this game up here on the power play.
So Team USA, the power play, it has been a struggle so far. 0 for 6 in the first 2 games, but right now no time like the present to get it going. So they get the puck. Hagens plays catch with Ziemer. Up high to Reed. Chase Reed. Gets it over to Stiga. To the goal line to Ziemer. Back to Stiga. Back to Ziemer. Up high to Stiga. Takes a look. Shot deflected to the corner, and now Hagens gets it back. Tries to throw it, but nice defensive play there by Dubravik, and they cleared it out.
Yeah, this is one situation you'd love to have Cole Hudson out there. Chase Reed's going to get that opportunity to be the quarterback of the power play on this unit.
And here comes Slovakia the other way. Now they have an opportunity. A good shot, and they score! They get their own shorthanded goal! Belushko! Adam Belushko, who plays in the USHL. He scores, and Slovakia opens up the lead again to 2. It's 3-1.
And we talked about the USA doing a great job on their PK in the neutral zone. Well, the Slovaks took a page out of theirs and said, we're going to do the same thing to you. We're going to pressure in the neutral zone. They forced that turnover, and you can see the U.S. players standing still, and this is 2-on-1, and Reed doesn't really have a chance to angle here, and good shot by Belushko. Beats Caleb Heil to the blocker side high.
I mean, that's a heck of a shot. Now, he had time and room, but that's a terrific shot by Belushko, who plays for the Muskegon Lumberjacks in the USHL. Only one goal in 27 games, 8 points, but crazy period so far, Tony. 2 shorthanded goals, and now here's a chance to the net, and another big stop. Osborne came right down the middle, streaking through. Puck goes across, they just misconnect. Zellers was over in that right wing circle. Zellers with a shot, stopped there by Bradell. Behind the net, comes to Lee. Gets it to Mooney, attacks the middle. There's a quick chance there, nice setup, and Riker Lee's shot is stopped. Kept in by Osborne. He walks the line, gets it across, Zellers with it. Little reversal, Zellers up high. Bad angle shot, fanned on there. Lee gets it, tries to get it to Mooney. Time ticking down on the power play chance. Kept in by Zellers. He goes across. Osborne's shot deflects. Puck bounces around. Zellers keeps it in. 10 seconds left on the power play. Lee with it. Up high. Riker Lee, his shot stopped in front. It's loose and then bounces to the corner. Zellers is on it. Zellers up high. He'll take a look. His shot is blocked. Penalty is over. So Team USA on the power play, 0 for 7 in the tournament, 0 for 1 tonight. Puck comes across, Mooney to the net, stopped by Bradell. The puck skirts free and then cleared out of the zone. Goes all the way down, and we'll get a whistle and an icing, so a good chance in front, Tony.
Yeah, Team USA did get chances after giving up that shorty. You can see Osborne on the breakaway as they make good execution at the blue line. They enter with speed. They kick it out to the outside. Osborne beats the defender to the net. They came with a good... And there's LJ Mooney. Takes a one-timer that is fended off by the goaltender, Pradell. So they gave up the shorty, but when they did get in zone, that was probably the best movement they've had in the tournament.
Here's Spellacy with another shot, blocker down. It's loose in front. Pradell gets the glove on it. Now we got a pile up in front. Good shot by Spellacy.
Team USA gets a couple good chances off of a simple face-off win. And Spellacy comes behind the center, picks up that loose puck. And you can see Bednarek comes in there, gets the rebound too. So good execution off of the face-off. Gets some 2 quality scoring chances. Face-offs are so important. The Slovaks had the edge, 74% in the first period. So U.S. needs to bear down and start winning a few more here.
Slovakia wins that draw, but the good play by Spellacy to read the play. Gets it in front, and they score! They score! Brendan McMorrow finds the loose puck and puts it home, and Team USA strikes back. They cut the lead to 3-2.
This line was a little bit of a makeshift because Zellers had just come off the power play, so Bednarek jumps onto this unit. You can see a face-off loss. You have responsibilities too, and Spellacy recognizes that rim coming. He jumps it, gets the puck to the net quickly, and you can see the goal scorer McMorrow there is standing in the right spot, and he gets a hold of it, pulls it to his forehand, and is able to get it up and over the pad of Pradell. So execution on a face-off loss gets the Americans back in the game at 3-2.
So a pair of goals in 1 minute and 47 seconds. A shorthanded goal by Team Slovakia, and Team USA strikes back. Down by 1. Here's a chance in the net. That one off a stick block. The stick broke for Slovakia. Team USA playing with much more jam here in period number 2. That shot goes over the cage. Behind the net now, it's Hagen's bad angle shot turned aside. Puck comes up the wall. Cleared out, as you can see there. Misharak had no stick. He tried to play it. Now it comes the other way. Here's Zemer now. Brody Zemer Gets it over to Hagans. Hagans in the corner, goes low to high. Right point. There's Barnett looking for a lane, throws it through, deflected up off the glass. Chance in front and cleared out of the zone. Now a foot race for the puck. Good play by Barnett, but better play there in front by the Slovak player. Oh, Samuel Murin really hustling, and now we get a scramble in front of the net. That was just an all-out battle between Murin and Barnett. And Murin made a great play to make something happen here.
He did. Great flip pass by the Slovaks out of the door end. And look at him battle through this. And Heil has to be really sharp on this because that loose puck there is, you can see Barnett has Murin tied up for a second there, but Heil has to be sharp, makes that save, and keeps the score at 3-2.
Picking up, Tony.
It is.
We're the third game of the tournament.
Very entertaining. And these games change momentum-wise so fast with these young kids out there.
Tony, I'm glad you brought that up. It's something I used to say all the time in this tournament. It just can change on a dime. Here's a great opportunity. Glove save by Caleb Heil, and he holds on. Big stop there on Nemitz.
Yep, Caleb Heil has been tested here now. Back-to-back shifts, and you can see this save by Nemitz. Gets a good position, rips it. Heil gets the top of the paint and follows that one right into the webbing of the catching glove. Good save.
Big stop there. Mark it down. As we say, when you're down a goal, you need those timely saves. And he made two big stops there in 11 seconds. So Team USA looking for the equalizer. Slovakia looking to regain that two-goal cushion. They chip it in. Kleber going back. Hensler comes in, loses an edge. Now the puck comes up the wall. Hensler bangs it off the wall and out. There's Eiserman. He gets taken down, and that's going to be a penalty. So Cole Eiserman with a chance. Team USA will head to the power play. McMorrow gets him a goal closer.
Why do I love college hockey?
And in his hockey career, at this time last year, he was an undrafted player in Waterloo of the USHL, but he was drafted once again in 2025 and now has drawn the U.S. to a 3-2 deficit in the World Juniors.
So second power play opportunity here for Team USA. And Tony, you said it, they looked a little bit better with that second unit, and they're starting the second unit right now.
Yes, they are.
So they win the draw, look to get to their set. Down a goal. A little bit more than half the game played thus far, under 10 minutes. There's a pass through, chance in front, it bounces to the goal line. No goal. Referee waving it off. We'll get another look at it, but I do think he was able to keep it out. I don't think the entire puck crossed the goal line.
That's awful, awful close, and a great play by Riker Lee and a great spin-off. Watch this spin-off by Plum. Gets behind his D, and that one trickles to the line for sure. It doesn't look like it gets fully over. We can't, if we don't see white between the puck and the line, it would be no goal. Here's our net view of it. Look at the camera angle we got here.
Unbelievable.
This thing does a flop, bounce, spin. You can see the label and read it, for crying out loud, on that puck, and it is, oh boy, that's awful close, but it doesn't look like it gets all the way across that line. But what a pass by Riker Lee to plant it front.
And you know what? Give Cedric Borga, the official from Switzerland, a lot of credit. 33. He was right on that. Not easy, and got it right. And by, like, not a lot, right? We had a great camera view of that. Just amazing, as you mentioned earlier, Tony, just amazing pictures we get here at the World Juniors.
Yeah, and Fabush, let's not forget him. He made that save with that stick.
Terrific
desperation.
job. Great point, Tony. So now Team USA in their set. LJ Mooney looking, gets it over to Lee. He has room, he shoots, and he scores! Right for Lee! Short side! With a power play goal, and the Americans have come all the way back. We're tied at 3.
Well, the time for your first power play goal was right there when you need it most, because in games 1 and 2, they really didn't need the power play. But watch Riker Lee here. He recognizes Pradell is in a position where he's going to drop that shoulder. He's low here. He goes down to that one knee. He sees the top half of the net. And Riker Lee is a special offensive player that can make a lot of things happen down low. And here he sees the upper half of the net, puts it right underneath the crossbar, and he's letting the crowd know, get fired up here, because we got a tie hockey game.
So Riker Lee on the assist to Mooney and Zellers. And Team USA down 2-0 and 3-1 has come back to tie it at 3. And Tony, you're right. It was no better time than the present for the power play to get going, and they finally do. And give Bob Motzko credit. He saw the hot hand, that second unit, and had him out there. And left him out there.
Yeah, and Riker Lee, his first 2 games, he was fine, but didn't make the plays that he's been making all year in college. And tonight, he has made a few great plays around the net. Gets this score knotted up at 3.
Here's Spellacy now. Spellacy had the first goal for Team USA of the game, short-handed. So the fans into it. And both these teams really putting on a great hockey game tonight. So glad you're able to join us from the Grand Casino Arena here in St. Paul, Minnesota. The state of hockey. E.J. Raddick, Tony Granato, J.P. Morosi downstairs. And we're only halfway through, Tone.
Well,
we got a lot of hockey to play.
We're out of our chairs watching this game, and lots of the fans in the stands are in that same mode as well.
There's E.J. Emery, throws it to the corner. Stiga tries to walk through, knocked away. And now Calvin gets it off the wall. Try to clear it out, and they do get it out of the zone, and James Higgins will chase it back. Pass ahead for Higgins, and he just chips it in. Stiga in on the forecheck. Kalman up the wall. And there comes Horenko with it. He's got a goal in this one, 4 goals in the tournament. Got to keep an eye on Tomas Horenko at all times. 29 in blue, but here comes Team USA the other way. Mooney tries to leave it for Plant. Plant with it behind the net. Puck comes up the wall. Spinning away is Nemitz. His pass too far. Chase Reed gets it ahead. A little too far for Cole Eiserman. Long stretch ahead. Comes all the way in the zone. There's a touch, so no icing. Kept alive in the USA zone. Chase Reed now has the puck. Down goes the Slovak player, and we're going to get a penalty here. And down on the ice is Tomik, and we'll have to, it looks like it was maybe a shot to the face, so we'll have to take a look at the replay and wait for the call. These kind of plays, they can be a significant penalty.
We're waiting on the call as well.
Referees are talking at center ice. And these type of things, they look, sometimes they review these. They can call a major, review it. Let's hear from the ref.
Team USA, minor penalty for roughing.
So it is just a minor penalty for rough. Here's the replay, Tone.
You can see Reed gets his hand up.
Looked like a shove. It looked like a shove. Yeah, it's a penalty.
The fans didn't think so.
Yeah.
I don't want to say embellishing, but it was a little bit of a dramatic.
You just did.
he fell quite easily on that one.
Yeah, Bob Motzko is kind of in agreement with you.
Either, and you know, big defenseman, you got to play rough and tough, and you can see the Slovak player Tomik there is fine on the bench, but the U.S. will have to go back and kill this nonetheless.
USA. So another power play opportunity. That one to the net. Stopped by Heil. Third power play chance for Team Slovakia. Team USA has been very good on the on the kill. We're kind of even, I guess, Tony. We have a power play goal for Slovakia, and we have a shorthanded goal for Team USA.
Yeah, and a shorthanded goal for Slovakia.
But in the sequence when they've had when they've had the man advantage.
Lots of special teams action tonight.
Absolutely. Always a big part of this tournament and short tournaments. So now Slovakia getting to their set. Radivojevic up high, goes across. Goes behind the net. Got to watch that 29, the right shot. Horenko on the other side. Servich, there's Horenko with it. He's had the hot stick. Got the puck again, up high. Radivojevic takes a look. Horenko stops. Back to Radivojevic. There's the one-timer. Loose in front. Underneath the goalie, they battle, and the puck gets knocked in. And I think that's going to count. The referee is pointing to the net. The shot was loose in front. There was a scramble. And then it was knocked into the cage in that scramble in front. To wait to see exactly who got that one. I think it was Servich. Take a look again, Tone.
Yeah, I think it's Servich too. You can see all three Slovakian players that are down low crash that net. And when you got a player that's shooting the puck as well as the guy on top, and you get to that net understanding that it's going to get there. So great execution as far as understanding the strength of Slovakia's power play has been able to shoot pucks and recover them, and they're able to recover that rebound and take the lead again. Horenko is just a shooter. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, you feed him the puck, you know it's going to be delivered to the net, then you crash the net for rebounds, and they do there. And Servich, the Detroit draft pick, gives Slovakia a 4-3 lead.
And Heil just could not find that puck, and then it was just a scrum at the front. And you got to give Servich credit. He got there and made a nice shot. So back and forth we go, Tony. Shifts of emotion, shifts of fate in this game. 4-3 now for Team Slovakia. They fire the puck back in. Team USA will have to regroup again. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of things go back and forth the rest of this game, Tony.
We're not done quite yet.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. So Team Slovakia on the power play. They take the lead. It's 4-3. Soda. And there's Bob Mosko, the head coach for Team USA. Tony, you've been in that position behind the bench, the NHL, the college level. What goes through your mind in these kind of games?
Well, the one thing you want to do, and it's a crazy game. Like you said, it's been going back and forth. Some things have gone U.S. ways, some things have gone against them. But it was really important at that TV timeout to bark instructions. Hey, boys, settle it in here. Get back and make sure you're playing our game. We got a lot of hockey to play here. Do what you do best. And I think that was the message that Bob was very loud on in the TV timeout. So those timeouts on TV for commercials and stuff, those are timeouts for the teams as well, and Bob Motzko used that well.
And you mentioned it earlier, and I do think it was a great point, because these are young people. You know, there's a player as young as 16. There's a chance to the net. Knocked away. A player as young as 16 years of age on Team Slovakia. And, you know, 16 to 19 years of age, there's a lot of swings of emotion.
Absolutely.
So now Slovakia with a little bit of momentum, trying to build on that. Get that power play goal off that penalty that Chase Reed took that you said was a little questionable.
But
that's life. You have to kill it off.
And they happen a lot in a game. Where
That's
the team's
true.
not happy with the call, and they're going to get a call themselves as well.
Hovan the other way, tries to throw it through. Reed with it, gets it to Hagens. Hagens now with speed. Hagens trying to dance around the outside. Stiga keeps it alive. But the Slovak group comes the other way. Puck gets deflected in. Caleb Heil out to play it. Almost a miscue there, but now Team USA coming with speed. Plant, Max Plant driving down the off wing. Turns back, loses an edge. Puck cleared out of the zone by Mishiak. Asher Barnett ahead. Deflected in. Behind the net. Plant throws it in front. And a great chance by Yzerman, and stopped by the goaltender, Pradell.
What a pass by Plant, and he negated an icing. That was going to be icing. He beat the Slovak player to the line there. You can see him hustle in on there, and shoulder checks over, and Yzerman beats his check to the net. The goaltender doesn't really know what's happened because it's the same side feed, but he's able to push to get as much over of his body to that side of the net, and Yzerman with a great scoring chance there.
You got to give Mishiak 14 forward coming back there, because if he doesn't hustle back there, Yzerman may be able to pull that puck and go backhand. But he didn't have much to work with. He got a good shot off, but Pradell was able to shut it down. Puck wound around all the way out, all the way back down, and we got a whistle, so we'll bring it back and do it again. 3:06 left here in period number 2.
This crazy period number 2.
Yes.
5 of the 7 goals tonight have been special teams. 2 shorties and 3 power plays.
Wow. Wow. Well,
so you mentioned it. Special teams.
It's important in these games.
Able to capitalize shorthanded.
Both teams that faced some different adversity in this game, and just been a fun hockey game.
The fans have been entertained from the drop of this puck all the way through to the 3-minute, 6-second left here in the second period, Mark.
And we got plenty of time left. Here's Lee behind the net. Riker Lee, he's a goal scorer. Tries to flip it short side there from behind the net. It went up in the air to the corner. Kept alive and now out the other way. Good work there by Hensler to take that puck, got it over to Kleber. Just backhands it in. Golier behind the net, he leaves it for Belushko. He has a shorthanded goal in this game for Team Slovakia, and now they come out on the rush. Nimitz ahead. Harenko, his shot goes just wide. He can hammer it. Lee the other way. Tries to get it through, bouncing puck. Lee with it, his shot deflects. And now it'll go the other way. Bounces around, kept in the zone by Team USA. Nice work there by McKinney to shorten up on the stick and keep that puck in. Team Slovakia now gets it to center. Quick turn the other way. Zeller's got banged around on the wall. Barnett with it. Under 2 minutes to play in the second period. Long shot in, glove down by Pradell, and he'll hold on.
We're going to take a look at a couple scoring chances, and a lot of people are going to say, Tony, that's not a scoring chance. But when Riker Lee has a puck there, just like Cole Caulfield, and he sees the goaltender's head like that, he's trying to shoot it off and bank it in. And unfortunately, that one didn't go in. And you can see this great little move by Tomush Harenko.
And that hit the pipe.
And he snaps it off the outside of the pipe. That kid can shoot a puck. I'll tell you that right now. Got 4 goals already in this tournament.
And he's a late birthday. He's a November 07 birthday, just 18 years of age. So playing really well over in Slovakia. And you can see why. Dangerous.
He is dangerous when he's got that puck across the blue line, the offensive zone. He is dangerous.
Behind the net, McMorrow. He's got a goal in the game. McMorrow behind the net, playing his college hockey at the University of Denver. His pass gets deflected out of the zone. 1:25 and counting here in period number 2. Always an important part of any game, that last minute or so of a period. Here's Osborne now on the rush. Pulls up. Gets it back. Shot. Kind of heeled. It goes to the corner. And now Slovakia coming the other way. Dubrovik tried to get it ahead. Knocked out to the Zellers in the neutral zone.
In the second period.
You hear the announcement. 1 minute on the clock here in period number 2. Spellacy with it. And the puck gets thrown towards the net. Turn to the corner. In on it is Chase Reed. Throws it through. Hagens scores! James Hagens! Off the pass from Chase Reed. And with 44.1 seconds left on the clock, Hagens has tied it for Team USA. It's 4-4.
Well, we haven't said James Hagen's names a lot tonight, but he is dangerous in this situation here. With, like you said, when you can capitalize in the last minute of the period, it means so much. Hagen's lines jumps over the boards, and nice little play as he gets the little bump pass and gets quick release, catches Pradell a little bit by surprise. So That line of Ziemer, Hagens, and Stiga comes up large to tie this game up. We've seen a lot of crazy stuff this period. And James Hagens, who was a big part of that gold medal winning team last year, was able to get his first goal of the tournament.
So Hagens, that's right, his first of the tournament, and he has points in all 3 games so far. Puck kicks around the neutral zone.
Assisted by number 4, Teddy Stiga, and number
Clock
25,
ticking down, 25 seconds, fired in by Hagens. Comes free. Now a turnover, there's a chance. And a great opportunity by Ziemer, he just missed it. Hagens to the net, stopped in front, rebound chance, cleared away. Under 10 seconds left in the period, 5 seconds, it comes all the way back. And I think, Tony, that is going to do it for a wild and woolly second period. We saw 6 goals, and we got a tie hockey game.
What we've been has been entertained since the drop of the puck tonight, and both of these teams are leaving it out on the ice. Again, the display of talent and energy, momentum shifts. We've seen great special teams, and you know what? The score's 4-4. And how many times have we said great?
The shots in the second period, 22 shots for Team USA. Crazy.
They got moving, I'll tell you that. It looked like the first period, it was kind of, I don't know, playing patty cakes a little bit. Both teams kind of battling through the neutral zone. Not a whole lot of offense going, but man, oh man, they turned up in the second period.
No question about it. And, you know, Team USA, they needed a little jump, and they got it.
Well, this kid right here, A.J. Spellici, and it's somewhat of a guy that's a little bit under the radar as far as USA hockey fans know, because he plays juniors in Canada, but man, oh man, has he been big. He gets that shorthanded goal, and another one that's been very good for Team USA for the first 3 games. McMorrow scores there, and James Hagens, who was a star last year when they won the gold medal, gets his first goal of the year. And a great little touch pass by Stiga. Reed keeps it alive, gives it to Stiga, and what a play. And goal by Hagens to tie that game up.
Yeah, you know, that is a great point on that little play by Stiga. Chase Reed makes it out of the corner, but Stiga has the foresight to see, hey, let me just bump it. James Hagens in a perfect spot.
But I think the communication, because those teammates at Boston College,
there you go.
Play together, that chemistry certainly was evident there.
And that's something that's really important, I think, in a short tournament like this where you're not as familiar. You need that. There's Chase Reed with a chance, and it goes, and they score! The puck came free! And Team USA, for the first time tonight, grabs the lead! It's Hagens again!
So I said it after he got his first goal. We hadn't heard much of James Hagens offensively in this tournament, even though he had 2 points in the first 2 games. He is going now, as you can see how quick he's going to jump on this pass. Great pass, and then there's the little loose puck that Hagens, again, delivering the net. So Chase Reed gets it to the net, gets it to Hagens. He was trying to go to Ziemer. Puck gets deflected, but as a good awareness of Hagens understanding that I'm going downhill, and wherever that puck goes, I'm going to try to find it. He does, and Team USA has the lead for the first time tonight.
So James Hagens, his second of the game, second of the tournament, just 18 seconds in. And here they come again. Cole Eisman with it. Dumps it behind the net. Mooney spinning away. Stiga comes to help. Quick chance out front, and a nice stop there. Pradell had to shut down Cole Eisman. We know he can rip it.
Well, there's a whole different sense of confidence and swagger with Team USA right now. And you're going to see this puck goes by Hagens, but look at him right now. He's going to the net. You can see him, finds that loose puck, and because he goes to the right spot, pucks find you. And Hagens makes no mistake with it. Again, look at the play. Stiga finds Hagens in the slot, or that's Yzerman, I'm sorry, and Yzerman gets a good scoring chance on it as well.
So they always say, Tony, your buddy and my buddy, Barry Melrose, say your best players have to be your best players. James Hagens is one of their best players, and he's found his way. This puck gets shot over the glass. Let's see if this is going to be a penalty. Could be a delay of game, and it is. Headed to the box is Adam Golier. Headed to the wrong box first. Here's the call.
Slovakia, play number 22. 2 minutes minor penalty for delaying the game.
Just a little observation from way up here in the press box. The PP units for Team USA jumped over the boards with confidence and a little bit of a swagger right now to get out here for this face-off. So deep power play wasn't going the first couple games, even early in this game, and they get a little swagger going offensively, a little bit of confidence, get a power play goal and move the puck around well, and they got a good thing going right now.
So they're 1 for 2 on the power play. Scored a power play goal, also gave up a shorthanded goal. So now looking to build on this lead. Their first lead of the night. Hagen scoring late in the second to tie it, and then Hagen scoring early in the third to give Team USA a 5-4 lead. Now Osborne with it, walks in, his shot deflects to the corner. Riker Lee had to get rid of his stick. It was broken. Puck comes the other way. Slovakia coming up the ice, and it's shipped towards the goaltender and knocked down. Once again, the second unit gets to start on this power play as they've got the confidence of the head coach. Down the sidewall, McMorrow, he's got a goal in this one. Comes loose behind the net, picked up by Lee. Lee, he looked like he was going to try that Michigan play there, Tony.
He's got a lot of tricks in the bag, that's for sure.
What do they call him, the Wizard?
The Wizard is his nickname for a good reason. He's got the puck. He does a lot of special things.
There's a one-time shot from Osborne. There it comes in front. Lee with a backhand turned aside by Bradell. Good stop there. Mooney keeps it alive. Mooney now skating. Keeps it in. Mooney to the net, throws it across, but nobody was home, and it's cleared out of the zone, goes all the way down. One too many passes maybe there.
Yeah, and here comes Hagen's unit. Hagen's got the last 2 goals in the game. Spot check him, and he's on hat-trick watch.
Here comes Ziemer with it. Puck comes through. Hagens has it. James Hagens pulls up, throws it back, and cleared out. So Chase Reed will have to chase back. 16 seconds left on the power play. Puck on the wall. Ajman loses it. And Team Slovakia just dumps it down. Puck cleared over dangerously there by Heil. Hagen's with it. Penalty is over. Team's back at full strength. USA 1 for 3 on the power play, 1 for 9 in the tournament as that puck deflects out of play.
Take a look at a couple of Team USA's chances there on the power play. And Osborne walks right down the slot, gets a wrister that Riker Lee might have just chipped off the shaft of his stick, as you see his stick shatters there. And then watch this one. There's where it looks like he might get it up and try the old lacrosse-style goal. And then he gets another one, and there's the little quick hands of himself. Tries to go back, and he's got room there as the goaltender was down, but wasn't able to squeeze it by.
So Riker Lee feeling it tonight. Team USA now playing with the lead. And there's McMorrow. He gets knocked down. That's going to be a penalty. So Team USA is going to go right back to the power play. Spellacy behind the net. We get a touch. And there's the whistle. So McMorrow draws the penalty as he was trying to come up the left wing side.
Slovakia, player number 21, 2 minutes minor penalty for tripping.
You can just see McMorrow as he beats his Slovak player up the wall. And you can see Nemec gets his stick out there, pulls him to the ice. So back-to-back power plays for Team USA.
Team USA 1 for 3. Off the draw. Mooney wins it. Osborne with it, spinning back. Osborne up high. Here's Mooney over to Osborne. He fires. Stopped in front. The puck is loose. Goes to the corner. Slovakia looks to clear, and they do. Osborne has had a big piece of this game tonight. With Cole Hudson not in the lineup.
He has. He's been an aggressive shooter, and because of that, as he goes to and gets the puck at the top, he's been able to find passing lanes because the defenders are looking to block his shot.
Here he is again. Osborne up to Mooney. Good movement here. Mooney to the front. Deflected and stopped by Bradell. Kept in. Osborne. Osborne looking. Over to Zellers. Good penalty killing there by Belushko, but it goes to Stiga. Stiga attacks the net. Blocked. They try to clear, and it comes the other way, and now a break. Coming the other way, Hoban. Hoban to the forehand. He's stopped by Caleb Heil. Dangerous opportunity there. 53 seconds left on the power play. Riker Lee over the blue line. Gains the zone. Tries to spin back. Puck in the skates. Ziemer with it. He'll chase it to the far boards. Gets it over to Reed. Mooney back across. Ziemer to the front and they score! Will Zellers on the doorstep! It's a power play goal! And Team USA takes a 6-4 lead!
Well, Will Zellers has scored lots of big goals in this tournament. He's got 2 game winners already, and with a 6-4 lead, scoring a 6th goal, this might end up the game winner tonight as well. But look at this strength on the puck there as Ziemer corrals it, gets it back to the top, and then look at the zigzag and crisscross passes there. They go side to side 3 times, and Ziemer finds the Z's connection there. Ziemer to Zellers, and power play goal again for Team USA.
Right on the doorstep. The 4th goal of the tournament for Zellers. He is tied for the tournament lead with his counterpart tonight, Tomasz Horenko.
Coach is looking at it.
Looking to see if he maybe wants to challenge. Let's take a look. Referees are kind of mulling. Let's see.
The play is under review. Call on the ice is a good goal.
Not sure if they're challenging the offsides.
Yeah. So call on the ice is a good goal. Maybe they're thinking it was maybe off a skate or kicked in there from in tight. I mean, I thought it went off his stick. Oh, there's the kick. I mean, it's not a kick.
Yeah,
but
I think he's just stopping.
But does that?
Yeah.
Here's the overhead, Tone.
I don't think that would be classified as a kick. Usually a kick, you have to pick your blade up off the ice. And
international referees, though.
Yeah.
International rules, international referees. Here we go.
After video review, call on the ice stands. We have a good goal.
So there it is.
Well, I got one right this year.
Congratulations. Yeah, you get a lot of them right. I mean, that's one of those ones, again, I think at the NHL level, to me, that's a good goal.
Yeah. I mean, he went to the net hard. He's trying to get it with his stick, and as he's stopping, goes off his skate blade, and lots of smiles on Team USA's bench as they got a 2-goal lead here with 15 minutes and 26 seconds to go. And lots of energy. They got a lot of mojo going right now.
They do have a lot of energy right now, but we've seen the energy swing back and forth in this game, Tony.
Yeah.
Slovakia had a pair of 2-goal leads in the game, so my advice would be to keep playing hard.
Yep. Stay on the gas.
Yeah. And there's a shot towards the net, knocked down, and Kleber just clears it up in the air and out. And that's going to be a hand pass. And Spellacy with a big hit. And now, here we go. Here we go behind the net. As there was a whistle for a hand pass, and Tony, quite frankly, I thought that whistle was late. And when the whistle did not blow, Spellacy continued on and delivered a blow.
Well, one thing we do know about A.J. Spellacy is he's going to play hard and go through his checks, and as this puck goes across, it's hard to tell when the whistle was there, but no refs raised their hand there, so I don't see a penalty coming as of right now. You can see the ref right in the background there. He doesn't raise his hand.
USA number 8, 2 minutes minor penalty for roughing.
And if you look at the replay, his hands and elbows are up, and it is deserving of a penalty. This one's roughing on A.J. Spellacy, and he'll sit in the box. He's been one of the best penalty killers for Team USA through the first 3 games.
So now Slovakia goes back to the power play. They are 2 for 3 on the power play tonight. The power play for them has been very good throughout the tournament. So the USA penalty killers will have to come up with a stop here. Slovakia gets the puck and they look to get to their set. Horenko with it. Keep an eye on him. 29. He's got the puck right now. He's got 4 goals in the tournament and 1 tonight. Puck played to the other side. Nemec. The puck goes in front, bounces, and kept in. Really nice play by Radovojevic. Gets it across. Gets it back. There's Horenko with it. Radovojevic back to Horenko, looking to set up the shot. Goes across, looking for a lane. Throws it through, stopped by Caleb Heil. They couldn't clear it out. Bednarik had it on his stick and just fanned it. There's a shot by Horenko, gloved down by Heil, and we'll get a face-off. 1:15 left on the power play.
Yeah, that's one guy, 29, and their team, Horenko. If I'm on the ice as a penalty killer, I need to know where he is.
Yeah.
So when he gets it, he's ripping it. This one's a relatively easy save for Caleb Heil, as it's no traffic, and it's from way out top, and Caleb gloves it, gets the whistle. So look at our goaltender, Caleb Heil. He's given up 4, but he's made some really big saves in this game as well.
No question about it. Been some good chances for both teams. And now the puck overskated. Here's a chance the other way. Shot deflected. Good opportunity there by Servic. He has a goal in the game. He had a power play goal earlier, and the puck is cleared all the way down the ice. Under a minute on the power play chance here. Spellisy in the box for the Rough. Pass ahead on the right side. Long stretch pass. Good stick by Mooney. He's going to try to chase it down. Reverses it. And then Barnett tried to get it out, but couldn't get enough on it. Slovakia keeps it in. Mishiak. Mishiak, the circle, up high. Kelman gets it across. Back over to Mishiak. Takes a look. Back up high, Kelman. Mishiak again, threw in the bumper spot, glove down. Nice stop by Heil as he makes the save on Hovan, and now we get a little pushing and shoving in front. The captain, Pitka, for Slovakia.
And let's watch the goaltender on this last chance as Caleb Heil identifies where the shooter is, and watch him push to the space. So you see him fighting through traffic there. He sees where the one-timer and the player is set up for it, and makes this save look easy because he knows and understands where the play is going to be going, and steps right to position and gets his glove up there to make that save.
So 20 seconds left on the power play. Off the draw, a 50-50 puck. It's a battle in the circle. Still loose. Slovakia comes up with it. Kelman shot through traffic. That deflects up over the cage. Lieber in the corner. Helped out by Stiga. The battle continues. Time ticking away. Out of the box comes Spellisy. We're back in full strength. So Team USA gets a big kill there. Slovakia with the puck. Deflected off the pipe and into the netting. Shot from up high by Kelman was deflected off the post and into the netting. Team USA has rallied to take the lead.
This telecast of the
And over the summers, they always work together on a charter fishing boat called Captain Lou's Fleet. His older brother Michael is now playing at Boston College. Younger sister Emma playing hockey as well. And EJ and Tony tonight, Michael and Christine are watching the Boston College Eagles and Michael's team play. But I think they'll make their way back here before this tournament is over.
Yeah, I would agree. They will make their way back, and their son is calling for them. He has 2 goals tonight, and he's done some really good work. We'll try to get that to you a little bit doing some charity work. I'll try to mention that as we move forward here. Here's a shot up high, gloved down by the goaltender Heil. We get a little pushing and shoving in the crease, maybe a little bit more than that. The net comes off. Goalie gets to the corner, and everybody getting acquainted here in the Christmas holidays.
Yeah, a couple things on this one. For sure, as a team, you do not want anyone touching your goaltender. When that happens, you want to, let the other team know it. But in this situation, you got to be careful that you don't give the other team a power play chance. As you can see, Logan Hensler comes back, starts the first bump.
Chop there by Tomka.
And then everybody does come together. You can see Hensler doesn't like that.
Slovakia, player number 24, 2 minutes minor penalty for slashing.
So Tonka ends up taking a penalty there for that slash, and Team USA will go back to the power play. Tony, real quick, I wanted to get this in about James Hagens because he started a little charity, Hagens Helpers, teamed up with Feeding America, trying to raise about $50,000 to help people who are in need of food, if you're hungry, and there's so many people out there, it's tricky times right now. So for every USA win, he's making a donation. He's asking friends, followers, fans to do the same. Check out his Instagram page. His Instagram handle is JamesHagens_4. JamesHagens_4. You can get the information there. But playing hard on the ice tonight and also playing hard in the community, trying to help.
Well,
so good to see that.
Comes from a great family. I recruited the family. I recruited both the brothers and got to know them well, and they understand. And he's got a great opportunity here to help others, and let's rally that campaign and get some donations in.
So Team USA back to the power play, 2 for 4 on the night, and the power play came into the game as a big problem through the first 2 games, finding its way here in this game, and that's what Bob Motzko pointed to. He said it takes time.
It does, finding its way, and again, it looks different when they come over the boards. There's a different set of confidence there. It might have had some good meetings and made some assignments to certain guys on what their responsibilities were, and they're a little clearer tonight and sharper.
Puck off a skate, cleared back down the ice.
As we say that, they make a turnover, and it's cleared the other way. But
and Osborne, I think, has been really good. Mooney has been good on it as well. Lee. And again, give Coach Bob Motzko and his group credit because they identified the hot guys and the guys that were working well together, and he's kept them together. And not working out so well on this first minute, but nonetheless, 2 power play goals in this game, pretty good. Puck comes up the wall, up in the air. Team Slovakia putting some pressure on now, and they have a shorthanded goal in this game. Now here's Ziemer, 40 seconds left on the power play. Ziemer in the zone. Pulls up, tried to go between the stick, ends up swatting one at the cage. But it was turned aside and now cleared all the way down. Caleb Heil will leave it for Chase Reed. 25 seconds on the power play. Reed starts up. Reed carries over the blue line, and we get a whistle and an offside. That last move kind of threw off Horkoff, and he went offside.
And Brody Ziemer, TJ Oshie style, since that's his favorite player, does a little dipsy doodle here, gets knocked off his feet and stays with it. A diving attempt. Goaltender has to be sharp. Cardell, and kicks it to the outside with his blocker.
So we get a face-off now outside the zone. Ziemer on the draw here against Pitka. Off the face-off, puck cleared up in the air. Broken stick for Team Slovakia. They'll go to the bench, get that new one. Here's Hagens. Throws it through, comes back with the puck. Hagens, he's got a pair of goals in the game. Avoids that stick. He fires and just misses the net. He's feeling it right now. Here's Horkoff to the net. Stopped in front. Loose. They play on behind the net. Off the wall. Picked up by Emery, and he just flips it back in. 10:25 remaining here in regulation time. Team USA down 2-0 and 3-1 have rallied to take a 6-4 lead. Puck into the neutral zone. Hagens with it, spins around. He's able to find McMorrow off the bench. McMorrow down the left side, backhand pass in the middle. A little bit of a hope play there. Nobody was home. And now Slovakia comes the other way with speed. Miserak coming to the net. His shot stopped. Rebound. Oh, what a stop by Caleb Heil. He didn't have his stick. I think he got his arm on that one, Tony. Puck continues to be played by the Slovakian group. Now to center. Kleber with it. Throws it through. McMorrow across, and it just deflected past Bednarik, and we go the other way now. Puck comes up again. They throw it towards the net. Turned aside by Heil. Thrown behind the net. Rayo Mullen. And now it's Mooney to center. You got to check out that stop, Tony. I think he got his arm on it, just diving across.
Well, Servich had a wide open net from up here.
That looked like that was going in the net. Puck gets dumped in. Good defensive play there by Golier. Picked up the pie, and now we're going to get a whistle and an offside. So Team USA scoring a couple here in the third. They have the lead.
Servich is in there, and he's looking a little confused as this puck comes to him, and he's got a wide open net. And you can see Caleb Heil gets his blocker over there. It looks like it just goes up over the blocker and off the crossbar and out. But that's one of those chances that you're going to see a million times over in your sleep. Because that would have made it a 6-5 game with lots of hockey left.
Well, there's still plenty of time. There's 8:55 and counting here in period number 3. It's been one of those games where I think you really don't know how it's going to end until we get the zeros on the clock. So now there's a hit in the corner, and now they go at it in the corner with Stiga involved there. With Maureen. Now Maureen gets the puck. Samuel Maureen pulls up, goes up high. They try to go D to D. Mooney picks it up. He's trying to break through the middle. Mooney all the way down. He's in. He shoots and he flips it over the cage.
Great speed by Mooney there. His two defenders were right next to him, and a second later he's by him.
He just tried to pick that glove over the glove and into the top of the net. Just missed. In the corner now. Emery defending, comes loose. Here's an opportunity, big save by Caleb Heil. He shuts down Hovan on a great chance. Puck flipped across, back in the zone. Barnett up the wall, Emery gets to McKinney, he loses, was able to knock it out of the zone. Fired back in, hits the official, comes loose, and now we got guys tied up. No call there. Comes free in the slot. Good kick save there. Leg save again in front. Looked like that was Pitka in front. Caleb Heil has had to make a couple of big-time saves in the last few minutes, Tony.
Sure has.
Puck wound back to Barnett. Throws it up the wall. Lee is able to get it and start the other way. Riker Lee, long cross pass. Dumped in there by Horkoff. Slovakia comes the other way. Long flip. Heil will grab it. And he will hold on with 7 minutes exactly on the clock. Let's take a look at this play of the corner, Tone.
Yeah, we've had some physical play all night long. And there's Teddy Stiga lines this guy up. That's Maureen there. And we're going to watch LJ Mooney on that breakaway. And both those defenders were even with him at the far blue line. And LJ took off and got some separation, had a chance. And there's Caleb Heil with the kick pad save, a beauty. And like you said, Heil's been busy, and the chances that he's faced have been ones that he's had to be really sharp on. And because of that, and because of those big saves, the U.S. hangs on to that 2-goal lead.
So the timely saves he has made. And now, all right, with the Olympics and the Paralympics not far off, make sure you're ready and decked out for the latest in USA Hockey apparel. Go to shopusahockey.com to see the latest from jerseys, polos, hoodies, and more. Shopusahockey.com. It's your official online home for everything Team USA. We got a little break for a cleanup. So the issue with one of the officials, I believe.
So it's still important for Team USA to remember there's lots of hockey left, and Slovakia isn't going to go away.
So Tony, we get a little like stoppage here, right, for an issue. So Team USA, is it good for them right now? I mean, they've been on their heels a little. There's been some good chances, or do you want to just keep playing?
You always say it's good. And as a coach, you make it feel like to the rest of the bench that, hey, this break is good for us. Hey, things that we got to remember to do. We got to win some battles along the boards.
And you see what happened there. The official got hit with that puck.
Yeah, you see a dump in. There's not a whole lot of room for an official to go one way or the other, and that's a scary one. And he, being a hockey player or referee, a little tape, and he is good to go.
All right, that's Nicholas.
But when you get breaks like this, it is important for the coach and the captains and the leaders on the team to keep that bench energized and keep them focused again. The reminders are simple. We've got to win our battles. We've got to win our races to the pucks. We've got to be smart. We gain center ice. We don't have a play. We get it in deep. And
that's it. That's just stay with it, right?
Yeah, and it's important time. Again, these guys are all young guys. They all come from different teams, and you know, hearing Bobby Motzko's voice continuous is going to be something that these players are going to rely on.
So that was the linesman Nicholas Albinati from Canada. So hopefully he's okay. He plays on. And so do we. Kleber, long indirect pass trying to find Horkoff too far. We're going to get a whistle and an icing. The broadcast of this game is authorized by USA Hockey. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or any other image, sound, account, or description of this game without the express written consent of USA Hockey and the International Ice Hockey Federation is strictly prohibited. Off the draw, Team USA wins it, but good forechecking pressure there by Nemec, and he comes away with the puck. Adam Nemec with it. Throws across, quick shot towards the net, puck in the skates. Ziemer gets it, just flips it up in the air and out. Coleman back. Gets it over. Kovalchuk, number 5, just 16 years of age. He'll turn 17 on New Year's Eve. So early birthday wishes to Philip. Puck comes free in the corner, up high, but right on it is Will Zellers. Little chip to himself, goes around the defender, down the left side. His shot turned aside by Pradell. Zellers gets it back, over to Spellacy. Another shot to the net, stopped. Puck rolls free. Can it be kept in? Yes, Chase Reed. Seems to be everywhere, Chase Reed. Been fun to watch him in this tournament so far. Puck in the corner. Picked up by Bednarik, back to Reed, takes a look. Doesn't see a lane, holds, gets it over to Zellers. He takes a shot, it's blocked by Kalman. Goes to the corner, puck up the wall. Slovakia clears it out. It's gonna come towards Heil, who comes out and plays it, and that's one of his strengths. Played that puck out to the neutral zone. Quickly comes the other way, good stick there by Osborne, and he just flips it out. 5:13 and counting here in regulation time. Team USA holding on to that 6-4 lead. Puck wound in off the blocker, up in the air and out of play. So Team USA has rallied to take the lead here in pretty St. Paul, Minnesota. All the way down. I don't know what it had to do with the story.
I don't either, but thank you.
But the facts are the facts.
The facts are the facts. But when we talk about goal score, we just ran into a goal score in intermission there. Keith Tkachuk.
That's right.
He's in the press box.
Yep. Yes, he was.
And there are this hockey world is here. And if they're not here, they're watching on TV, and it's
Keith
it's a special
he works for the St. Louis Blues.
Yeah, and he played in the World Juniors, as did so many NHL stars played in this tournament. And when you play in it, you remember it, and then you get a chance to watch it and then re-experience what your experience was like. So most of the NHL guys that have played in it are viewing tonight.
And you know, Keith has had even more experience because both of his sons played in it, so we got that as well.
And they're going to be in the Olympics.
Yep,
which is only a couple months away.
They're getting ready to make a final announcement on that roster coming up in, I guess, just a couple of days now.
All the GMs are here finalizing their decisions, getting ready to submit that roster to the NHL and Olympic Committee here in the next, like you said, couple days.
Yep. Friday will be Team USA will make the announcement as that puck goes over the glove of Caleb Heil. Team Canada announcing their team on New Year's Eve. So a lot of excitement in the build-up to the Olympics in Milan, Italy in February.
And we got Billy Guerin and lots of the assistant general managers of Team USA in the building tonight. Hopefully get a chance to talk to Billy in the next game.
Let's take a look at the standings here in Group A, Tony, because Sweden won earlier today. They put a pretty good beat down on Germany to go to 3 wins. Team USA, if they can hold on to this league, they'll be in the same boat. You can see what the goal differential, how that might look as you go forward. Inevitably,
yeah,
on New Year's Eve when Sweden and the U.S. play, if this holds up as it stands right now, those two teams will play for the top spot in the group, which is important because when you do the crossover, if you were to finish first, you would likely, I believe, you get Latvia probably on the other side in the 1 versus 4 game. If you lose that game and you finish second, now you're looking at maybe playing Finland or Czechia. It's a little different story, a different path,
That's a big
Tony.
difference.
So I think you're trying to create the best path for yourself, because as we've seen here, you might think you create a break for yourself and then you don't win, right? Yeah. So that's the idea, and that will, if Team USA can hold on here, as we have a stoppage on the ice, if Team USA can hold on here, that will set up for a great New Year's Eve game against the Swedish team that is very highly regarded. And talking to some of those kids today, Tony, they remember 2 years ago when on Swedish home ice, Team USA went in and won a gold medal in their country.
And everything was pointing towards that New Year's Eve game as being the game that was going to determine who was going to win this bracket, Group A. And if things continue the way they are, that's what we will see on New Year's Eve night. And they're 2 great hockey teams, by the way.
No question. The rivalry has done nothing but grow, especially the U18s and certainly the World Juniors. So now Slovakia pulls the goaltender down 2 as they are trying to get within 1. And they've been very good with the man advantage. They've got a 6-on-5 advantage right now. Back up high. You can see Horenko with it, 29. He's going to get it back. He's probably the trigger guy here. They look to get it to him, but now they go back to the other side. Back up high again, Radovojevic. Plays catch. Servic with it down below the goal line. Servic gets it back. Holds, top of the circle. Takes a look. Tries to throw it through. Comes back to him. Servic with it again, attacking. Throws it through. Chance in front. Good opportunity there by Tomka, but it was deflected over the net. Crowd getting behind Team USA. Wanting them to get that empty net goal to put a dagger into Slovakia in this one. The battle on the wall. It squirts free. Radovojevic gets it over to Horenko. He looks, fires. That one goes behind the net. I don't know if Heil saw that puck. Horenko with it again. Spins back. Loses. Can they get it out? No. Radovojevic, his shot. Blockered aside by Caleb Heil. Puck goes back up high. Along the wall. Kept in by Radovojevic again. Gets it over to Horenko. 2 minutes to play regulation. There's a shot. Can they score? And it's Horenko again. Tomasz Horenko. That is his 5th goal of the tournament, 2nd of the night. So it's 1:54 on the clock. Slovakia has cut the lead to 6-5.
Well, you pointed it out right away that he was going to be their trigger guy, and for the most part of the minute, the U.S. did a great job of not allowing him. But when you keep in zone for that long, you're going to get tired. And when you get tired, you collapse and you get flat-footed, and it gives Horenko the chance to attack. And he finds, what an incredible shot. I mean, he's got his head up, he beats him short side. You saw the traffic in front. Heil goes down, and Horenko makes it 6-5. And it's going to get even more exciting is because that goaltender is going to be coming out again for that 6th attacker real soon.
And Slovakia has shown a real ability with the extra attacker, and he is headed to the bench again. They gain the zone. They'll look to get to their set. Good play there. Flipped out of the zone. Comes ahead to Mooney. Nice little play. Shoots towards the net, but can't get it past the defender there, Tomik. So Slovakia trying to get it back in the zone. 1:23 and counting. in regulation. Team USA leading this one. It's been a wild one. They lead at 6-5. Puck gets flipped up in the air and goes out of play, so we'll get a face-off at center ice. 1:12 left in regulation time.
And we'll take a look at Nemec here as he loses the puck, and LJ Mooney is able to zigzag through, and Nemec is right back there and prevents that from going in the empty net. That was actually Tomik. Off and made a save.
Off the draw, comes free. Stiga's after it. He gets kind of edged off that one. Smart play by Nemec. And now here comes Slovakia. They drop it back, looking to get their goaltender out. He's still in there. They gain the zone. Now he heads to the bench. Puck wound around. Can the U.S. get it out? They do. It goes all the way down. It's going to be wide of the net. We'll get an icing. 45.5 seconds left. And an offensive zone draw here for Team Slovakia.
Team USA is not allowed to make a change here, so 5 U.S. players will remain out there. Looks like Teddy Stiga's trying to get everybody organized. What they're going to do on a face-off win and face-off loss.
Stiga will take the draw on that left wing circle on his strong side, and he's looked like he wants to get it over to maybe to Kleber in that corner. Marenko taking the draw for Slovakia. Puck is dropped. Puck corralled by Slovakia. Bounces around. They're trying to get control. Fired, but kept in, and now knocked out of the zone. Nice play by Mooney. Goes all the way back down. 30 seconds left. Marenko winding it up in his own end. He's got a pair of goals. Looks to drop it off. Clock is ticking. 22 seconds. Crowd on their feet. The USA chant. Heil with it. He holds it, and now we get a whistle. We get a whistle and some pushing and shoving. So 15.4 seconds left here in regulation. Heil played that puck behind the net.
Looked like an offsides call, delayed offsides. The referees saw the attacking players get close to the puck, and they blew the whistle dead.
James Hagan's talking to one of the linesmen. About 13,000 here tonight at the Grand Casino Arena for Team USA as they try to hang on here. 15.4 seconds left. Face-off just outside the U.S. blue line. Mooney on the draw with Marenko. Mooney just bats it ahead. Ziemer goes after it. A chase for the puck. 11 seconds left. Time ticking away. There's Hagens with Zellers with a shot, or Hagens with a shot, excuse me. The puck comes up high, cleared out. 1 second left. Backhanded in, and that'll do it. So Team USA is able to hang on and win it 6-5, down 2-0 and 3-1. They rally, tie it going to the third, and then win it here with 2 goals in the third period.
All right, so I got a question for you. How do you wind down after a game like that and go home and think you're going to go to sleep tonight? Because there were so many great energized plays in this. And the one point to make, and we've said it all tournament, Zeller scores goals when his team needs it. Scored the 6th goal of the game. It's his 3rd consecutive game-winning goal tonight, which gives him a USA World Junior record for being the first player ever to accomplish that. So record setter tonight for Will Zellers with his 3rd game winner. But from start to finish, the start of the game started a little sluggish for the U.S. And as the game moved along, there were big plays, shorthanded goals, block shots, hits, and eventually they got their energy and were able to find a way to come up with a big win.
2026 IIHF World Junior Championship
is the player of the game. Bill Guerin is going to present the players of the game.
Part of the Assist 26 community
initiative. Going to take a break from his Olympic responsibilities of picking the team.
The GM of the Minnesota Wild, the home team here in May.
Prizes will now be awarded by Minnesota Wild and USA Hockey Men's Olympic Team General Manager Bill Guerin.
Nice round of applause for Bill.
The best player of the game for Team Slovakia, number 27, Adam Belushka.
So Bushler gets the honor for Team Slovakia. He had a shorthanded goal in the game.
And the best player of the game for Team USA, number 10, James Higgins.
And James Higgins gets the honor for Team USA with 2 goals. Really dialed it up tonight, Tony.
He did, and you know, we talked about him a lot as they needed him to get going offensively. And it's exciting to see his 2 goals tonight. Made some big plays without the puck as well. And certainly a guy that Team USA is going to need as this moves along.
So Team USA gets the win, 6-5, and with the victory, we now get the
Ladies
national
and gentlemen,
anthem.
please rise for the national anthem of the United States.
So the USA remains undefeated, now 3-0 in these first 3 games of the preliminary round. Will Zeller's 3rd straight game-winning goal for the USA. We now toss it up to Canada and Denmark in prep.